What's up, guys? It's Collin from Built2Wander. I'm out here with Matt Thompson from 3D Offroad.
What's up, everyone?
Happy 2022. We're back with some new builds, and we're at one of our favorite off-road destinations, Sand Hollow State Park. And behind us is one of our favorite off-road builds, the Blaze JT, except it looks a lot different. So what's going on?
It's totally different. We went totally extreme on this. We did coilovers and bypasses all the way around. We put all new axles, new wheels and tires, and this thing is just awesome.
So we're out at one of the best proving grounds. Sand Hollow has go fast desert sections. It's got some of the most technical rock crawling that Matt and I have done together. And we couldn't think of a better place to show how well this build works. And so the plan is we're gonna walk you through all the changes that Matt made, kind of allude to why we did things the way we did, and then show how well everything works out here. So make sure you stick around till the end,
because we're gonna get some airtime.
We're gonna jump this thing. Matt's been dying to see how well the suspension works, and I think that's the best way to do it. So before we get started, please do me a quick favor, like this video, subscribe to Driveline, and let's get after it.
What's up, guys? This is Matt Thompson from 3D Offroad, out here with the reborn Blaze JT that we've been working on for the last year. Now we're out here at Sand Hollow, and I can't wait to show it to you. If you guys remember, we built this thing on a 3-inch Rock Jock short arm lift, stock axles, 40-inch Nitto Trail Grapplers. We really wanted to go faster. I love racing, it's in my blood. I've raced King of the Hammers for many years with Brian Shirley, co-driving with him, and now I'm pitting for his son Levi. If you've never been out there, it's the most technical rock crawling and some of the fastest desert runs you can see. It has been amazing, and I really wanted to push the limits to the Gladiator JT. I wanted to see how fast we can push it and be able to do all those things. The original build did great crawling. I couldn't drive as fast as I really wanted to. It was lacking, the strength of the axles. It was lacking the speed that I really wanted to travel across the desert or into open country, take up to absorb some of that marbly, rolly rock stuff. And I really wanted to just beef everything up to allow for my driving style. So we were running 40-inch Nitto Trail Grapplers on the stock axles, and I knew that we were pushing the limits on those, and I really needed to upgrade and go to a bigger, wider axle. So we upgraded to a fabricated 9-inch from Spidertrax. And the reason we did that was because, one, I love the fabricated 9-inch housings. They have more ground clearance, they run a little lighter. And when you add all that to this, when you're driving it every day, it's a lot of weight. So when we were filling these axles with components, we knew that we were gonna have to put something in there that was gonna hold up to the abuse that we were gonna put it through. So first off, we did 300M shafts from Brannick Motorsports. We did 35 spline ARBs to get all the traction that we ever need. And then, we did the all Curry outer stuff to maintain the ABS, unit bearings. That way we can still drive this truck every day. We put a true high 9 high pinion in the front end of this because it gets us that extra ground clearance from rocks or boulders or anything rolling underneath this thing from Adam's drive shafts. And we did a low pinion rear, one, because the JT can't take a high pinion, and two, it's much stronger for the power. And I stuck with the 40-inch Nitto Trail Grapplers because they worked phenomenal. I drive this truck every single day. I drive it home, I come out to Johnson Valley, I come out to Sand Hollow, we go to Moab, and these tires have never failed me. I had over 40,000 miles on my last set of tires, and I had 4. I never even ran a spare. So, if that doesn't speak volumes for what these tires can do, I will always stick with these. At the shop, we do, Gladiators, JLs. We've run 35s, 37s, and 40s. And what we notice is the 37's a great tire. It gets you to, most of your moderate trails. It still does great out in the desert, but we really wanted to push the limits. The reason I picked the 40-inch Nitto Trail Grapplers because the JT Gladiators have a longer wheelbase. For the technical trails, it helps us get up that next ledge and get deeper and get a little more ground clearance, get us into those harder, tougher trails, and have some more fun. So to complement the Nitto Trail Grappler, we decided to go with the fuel beadlocks. We didn't have beadlocks on the original build. We wanted to be able to air down more and get us further places. We also stuck with the American Adventure Labs Highlines. It allows us to run the 40 without rubbing it and getting all up into our fenders and tearing them up. So if you remember, I said I like to drive fast. So when we were picking what suspension we really wanted to go with, we picked the Bilstein triple bypasses with their coilovers. Also, we're using RockJock's long arm kit for the JT, which we loved on Triton. We've fabricated our own bracketry to house all these components and make everything cycle the way we wanted to. When we were building this, we wanted to keep it at a very moderate ride height. When we set it up, we built it to have 6 inches of up travel and 6 inches of down. And that gives us the ability to really go fast in the areas that we want to go fast. And it also allows us to slow down, do some rock crawling, and see what we can do with it. So also in the front, we're still running the RockJock sway bars. We're still running RPM steering, and also the PSC. You know, the PSC Hydro Assist gets us in and out of those rocks with easy steering when you're locked up, and it just works phenomenal. So moving on to the back, we use the exact same Bilstein triple bypass and coilover. Instead of mounting it on the axle, we put it on the lower control arm, which is now called a trailing arm. And the reason we did that was because it gets you more travel. We ran a 12 up front, we're running a 12 in the rear with 14 inches of wheel travel. We also added the Bilstein bump stops to absorb that last bit of impact. You know, if you're coming into a ditch too hard, when you get this thing aired out, it just helps absorb that. We also stuck with the RockJock anti-rock rear sway bar that we had on it before. It just works well, it keeps the road mannerisms great, just because we drive the Blaze every day. We also did a triangulated upper arm, also using the RockJock Johnny joints. And the reason we chose those is because they're strong, they're rebuildable, and they flex well. You know, going with a triangulated upper, we obviously had to get rid of the fuel tank. And we fabricated an aluminum fuel cell to go underneath the bed that fits our bobbed bed that we did last year. And we maintained all the factory sensors, so we don't have any check engine lights, we don't have, you know, any runnability issues, and we were able to maintain the stock pump. That way it just makes it very clean. If something ever happens, you know, we have a easy fix for it. Last year we decided to bob Blaze, and actually the trail that we were out here running Double Sammy in Sand Hollow, this thing drug everywhere. We were dragging the hitch, we were dragging the bumper, tails just stuck out so far. By bobbing it 10 inches, we don't take out taillights no more, and we're not dragging the rear end everywhere. So after we bobbed it, we came back out to Sand Hollow, ran Double Sammy again, and man, what a difference it was. And just made it look very proportionate and fit the way we wanted Blaze to look. So like I said before, we drive this thing every single day. I live in the mountains, it snows, we go out, we play in the desert at night, and I wanted to run Baja design lights. I love the ambers, it takes the glare way out, and I love the white light for that far reach out when you really gotta see far. For recovery purposes, we love Warren winches. They always work. We've never had one fail us. We use Factor 55 Fairlead and their Ultra Hook. And so we decided to tie everything out with the whole new look. We had mod finishes, do all our powder coating. We stuck with Hefty Fabworks body armor. They just built the greatest body armor. We had tied all the colors in together. That way it just made this whole new build look all new to us. I think the new Blaze JT is as built to wander as it gets, and I can't wait to show you how well it works out here at Sand Hollow. hope that was it.
Hey, you have to do that one more time.
No, I am not doing that one more time. That was awesome.
All right, so we've done some rock crawling. We've hit some fast sections in the desert. What are your overall impressions of this thing? Like, how is the performance to plan? Is it doing what you hoped it would? Is there anything we still need to address? What do you think?
You know, it has lived up to everything that I would hope this thing would do so far. You know, we do need to do a little bit of fine tuning on the shocks. You know, obviously when you do this, there's some tuning to do. Other than that, everything clears, everything cycles the way we had hoped it to.
Honestly, I'm impressed. I saw this thing get so twisted up in the rocks. Just crawling, I mean, it's even better than the previous build, which crawled really well.
Oh yeah.
I think the biggest difference is now you have the confidence to go a little harder because you have those heavy-duty Spidertrax axles. And
yeah, we were definitely pushing the limits a little harder on it for sure.
And then what's next? So where are we going next with it?
So
and what's next for
like
the build?
we talked about before is we're actually going to do America's Most Wanted 6.4 Hemi swap. You know, really to make the control arms and the trailing arms work the way we really want them to. You know, under power, the suspension works so much better, so we're really looking forward to get the power on the ground.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, Matt, thank you for getting this thing so freaking dialed. I'm stoked to see it out here. Excited to be doing all these trips this year with it, and just can't wait to see how well it does over the next few months and a few trips. So.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Right on. All right, so Matt and I are back at the condo. Man, what an epic few days out here.
It was a great day.
Sand Hollow never disappoints. I'm so stoked to have been a part of this build with you, and I'm pumped for you and the team at 3D Offroad. So what do you think overall after the last few days? I mean,
you know, we've had this thing out here all week. We got here Tuesday night. We have wheeled this thing crazy hard. We've done some of the most epic trails in this place. We put it through its paces, we jumped it, and it has lived, and it has way outdone the expectations I ever thought it would do.
Honestly, I knew we were gonna jump the thing, and I'm so glad you did, but you went full send. I was not expecting that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was really fun watching the Blaze JT stick the landing. Honestly, that moment was when I was like, holy crap, this thing is for real.
It was.
That was epic, honestly.
Yeah.
There's no other word for it. But, well, guys, thanks for watching. Drop us a comment below. Let us know what you think of the build. If you have any questions, we'd be happy to answer them. And as always, hit the like button if you did and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, wander on.
Thanks for watching Driveline. If you guys like this video, consider subscribing to our channel so you'll never miss any of the content we create here. Whether you're into trucks, Jeeps, imports, domestic vehicles, or anything in between, we are here to fuel your passion. So hit that subscribe button and we'll see you guys next time.